My presence tonight had yielded me something a little bit different than what I had really expected. You see, I originally came here searching for this particular legendary gamer called the Fallen, one of Pro Destroyer's old playing friends from the Masters of Destruction thing, and one of Jacob's old playing friends. Now, when I came into this lobby, I was surprised that, first of all, I don't see any battling at all. The main thing I always see here is, well, jamming, trying to do something here. And nobody really doing anything. It's just a completely inactive lobby, just people messing around. And this is in a public team deathmatch setting, so this is very surprising, as you can see. So there's Upchuck here, there's Atlas Obi, there's Mexi Prime, Jammins. Interesting. There's big old Dirt Nasty. And don't know if there's anybody else here or not. But anyway, I just find this rather intriguing that there's no activity at all going on here. It's just people messing around in public setting. I have to wonder exactly what brought this along. This is the first time I'm actually seeing this, and it's actually happening. There's people just messing around. Although, I don't know. I honestly don't know what to think about all this, because this just seems needless, but I guess if these guys can mess around, then however, I guess it might not be all that bad out here. I'm at a loss of real logical words here to try and figure out what's really going on here. But I'm not going to worry about it too much. Let's just watch these names go back and forth. What I'm going to do right now, while this is going on here, I'm going to go over my listings here to try and figure out what's going on here on my end for what it is I'm going to do next after this, because there's no real team deathmatch going on tonight. Then I'll probably see if I can't call some of my clan mates, and we can go do some escalation later on or something. Ooh, what the? Interesting.
Swallow. I will hurt you.
All in all, it was nice meeting the old crew here from WFC, but it's just, I felt very disappointed that I didn't get a chance to fight the Fallen. In our next match coming up here, Jamming offered to try and take me on one-on-one, or in the team deathmatch setting, and I was all for it because I know that Jamming's a pretty decent player. He's got a very good deal of skill on his hands, and so fighting him would be fun, if not a little bit educational about my own skills and my own proficiency. Now, let's get out here and see what we can do. I sure wish some people would tell me what the hell is going on in this lobby. I mean, are people trying to really fight each other here or no? I'm tired of this. Over here. Okay. People keep leaving and joining the game, and only one or two people seem to be killing each other, or just jamming, just killing people. Whatever the fuck. Alright, we'll have some patience here. Let's just ride this out and see wherever the hell this leads. Thank you, Atlas. Probably fucking teabagging for the hell of it, but again, I'm going to have patience and just take his gun. You know what? You need to sit the fuck down. Getting so tired of getting free shots for these stupid noobs. It's getting really irritating. Alright, I'm gonna switch this up for my scout in order to take this out a little more directly. I don't care what the hell's going on here now. Also, I want to take a quick second here to briefly backtrack as to what it is I'm looking at here. Now you see here, Jammings and Upchuck both think that they're pretty damn slick right now. Jammings is out there playing in the field as a scout, when in actuality he's playing as a tank, with all the same weapons attached like a scout would, in order to hide it. Upchuck is playing as a scientist, when in actuality he's playing as a scout, but it has Warcry on it. Now you already know what the hell that means, so I'm not even going to say it. Now what I am going to say is that this means that Jammings is trying to actually cheat me out of a fair fight and out of a fair win or lose conclusion, because he thinks that nobody's checking the board right now, because everybody on my team is playing legit. It's those two that are not playing legit. But I'm sure after a while, when Upchuck chooses to use his abilities, yeah, they're going to catch on real quick. And then they're going to check their shit. This is why rule number 1, always check the board when you die or when you make a kill. Always check the board. Because not everybody plays fair, even when they say they play fair. In a game like this, War for Cybertron, that's so dynamically unstable, it's just... It's too easy for anybody to cheat people, or to just cheat in general and try to get away with it, like what Chris Ratchet does, or like probably 1 or 2 people that are probably higher up on the leaderboard for all I know, that are in the top 20 slots. What I'm going to do here, though, I'm not going to engage Jamming, because I'm not going to give him the benefit of the doubt in saying that he was the better player here, when he's not the better player. He's one of the worst players here. What I am going to do, though, is systematically engage on everybody else here on the opposing team, aside from him. We'll set this back up again, because I want to try and make sure I check his equipment every single time I'm fighting him, because I don't trust him now. I'm going to send a message after this to OB and or B-Boy. See if they can't try and spot him on that match. Just try and help me spot him, that way I can get a good idea about where I want that match to go.
Another Decepticon offline!
Wow, cloak on a scientist. It's real pathetic, Chucky. So pathetic. Come on. Come on, man. Come on.
Cohesion!
Come on. If you please die already. Thank you. Please hurry up and get this. Activate orbital beacon already. We can get this going, please. I know for a fact that Jammings died a lot more than twice. But I will let that slide for now. When we got back to the lobby, we decided to set this all up again. I called him on his stuff. I told him, hey, I checked the board here. I saw that you were glitching a lot of the time in the middle of this match here. But he wants to insist that somebody on our team was glitching first, which is why he glitched. I call that bullshit because I've been checking that board half the game. Not a person on our team was glitching until they caught on to him and Upchuck glitching. But that's okay. That's okay. I will let that slide for now. The objective here is that I want my match with him. I want it to be legit. When we got back to the startup menu, I sent Atlas Obi a message saying, hey, I want you to check Jammings for this match because I'm not going to be able to check it all the time, but I want to keep my mind focused on keeping my eyes on where he is at all times and what guns he's picking up. That way I can understand. That way I can see for myself whether or not he's picking up the guns that are in the field, or if he's picking up, or if he already has them already on his class, meaning that he already has them integrated, which means that he's still cheating in the field, regardless of whether or not I'm checking the boards or not. As soon as we started into the match here, we got the ball rolling. I get a message from Atlas Obi, and he was just like, hey, I see that this guy has a tank on his scout again. And I was like, are you serious? That's why I decided to cut the recording right there. I decided to cut the whole match. I decided to cut the match right there. I sent a message to Jam, and I was like, you know what? Just forget it. Just F you. Because I wanted to have a fair match with you. And he gave me a swear promise that he was going to do this legit, and lied to me right in my fucking face. Just straight out lied to me. He is not a skilled player. He has some skill, but it's not enough to be like he's all that. The best I could say is that he's below average. And that's the best he's going to be. But he is no skill player. All he is a fucking fraud. I've had enough liars, cheaters, spammers, smooth talkers saying that they're all that. I've taken them all down. I don't need to deal with any more bullshitters. So I decided to just up and leave the lobby, because I'm not going to put up with this. Because next time he decides to fight me, I'm not even going to fight him fairly. I'm just going to use everybody else on my team to the advantage, and I'm just going to swoop in and take the kill. Heck, I might even teabag him for the hell of it, just because I don't appreciate dealing with liars. What really bothers me out of all this is that earlier this evening, before any of this bullshit even started, was that Jammings had pointed out a very intriguing point, or asked a question, I can't recollect which. And he was just like, you know, Rodimus, I see you out here a lot in the field, and you play with a lot of glitchers, yet you yourself don't glitch. And I find that very interesting.